Dexter Lumis made a quick visit to NXT this week, so we'll see what's going on there. We'll also check out some updates for missing superstars, some cancelled plans, and more. Let's start things off with a small update for Dexter's story. After being released by WWE several months ago, Dexter Lumis returned to WWE by arriving on Raw and has been making several suspenseful and intriguing appearances ever since. In the WWE story world, Dexter Lumis is not signed to WWE. Commentators acknowledge him and call him by name because he was a former NXT superstar. But in this current moment of time within the story, he's legally trespassing with every single one of his WWE appearances because he's obviously not supposed to be there. He's sneaking around backstage, trying to get his hands on superstars, and like we even saw on Raw, he successfully captured The Miz. If you don't watch NXT, then you might have missed an extra moment in Dexter's story. Only one night after capturing The Miz, Dexter Lumis visited his old stomping grounds of NXT with another clear mission in mind. Dexter invaded NXT to reunite with his longtime partner and WWE wife, Indi Hartwell. They were one of NXT's biggest on-screen couples that the fans absolutely adored. After having a few interactions with Dexter, Indi started to fall for him so much that she proposed to him, and they became known as Index. They had their wedding in September 2021, which was another great segment for NXT, and they were husband and wife on TV for months that followed. The only thing that unfortunately split them up was Dexter's release. But since Dexter was brought back to the company on the main roster, it looks like this NXT visit was done to give Dexter a proper farewell to NXT, while actually acknowledging his on-screen wife as well. After Indi Hartwell was questioning herself after a match, Dexter appeared in the NXT arena for the first time since before his release. Dexter surprised Indi and they reunited inside the same NXT ring that they got married in. But their time together was limited because Dexter is trespassing and it's only a matter of time before the police and security come for him. Dexter gave Indi a letter before slowly walking outside of the NXT arena and surrendering to the police, being arrested right on the spot. Indi revealed that the letter from Dexter said, quote, "Goodbye, Indi, for now. I love you forever," end quote. It was a quick moment during the show, but in the world of storytelling, this entire NXT Dexter appearance was greatly appreciated and was a great touch. Due to Dexter's untimely release back in spring, there was no time to give Index a proper farewell or ending. Everything was just gone overnight because of the release. And even with Dexter coming back to the main roster, it was a nice touch to revisit the Indi relationship and just address those loose ends that were left from Dexter's time in NXT. So Dexter's visit shows that he didn't forget about everything he had with Indi and still appreciates her. His letter to her said goodbye, but he also used the words "for now," obviously hinting at the idea that they won't be apart permanently. So just like everything else Dexter is doing, the letter to Indi Hartwell is very intriguing. If Indi's character is feeling a bit disheartened with her work lately in NXT, could she eventually just take off and leave to be with her husband, Dexter Lumis? That's now a legitimate question here that you have to ask for Dexter's storyline. The episode of Raw where Dexter had some help with his plan of capturing The Miz showed that he could potentially have some minions of his own that we don't really know about quite yet. Dexter had this mysterious man that he was willing to take the fall for him and distract the security while he took The Miz. So it does make you wonder about how many people Dexter could potentially have at his disposal. And now with his visit to NXT and dropping that note off with Indi, could Indi potentially start thinking about running off to be with Dexter again and join him on the mission that he's on? The more numbers Dexter adds to his operation, obviously the easier it will be for him to get things done. If Dexter has his wife as his right hand, plus all the potential minions he may have, well now, he'll have the manpower to outnumber WWE security at the shows he invades. So it's very interesting and a very detailed story for Dexter Lumis. The big part that everyone is intrigued about is obviously Dexter's plan. What is he doing with The Miz? Is Dexter the main man in charge, or is he working for an even bigger mastermind behind all of this? Some fans even pointed out that Bray Wyatt used to stalk The Miz as well in late 2019. So, is there any connection to that old storyline with Bray Wyatt? If Indi does take off to be with Dexter and join him on his mission, she'll obviously have to be fired from WWE within the storyline, because she'll be joining forces with this massive criminal that's harassing WWE and their superstars right now. So that'll be perfect. What's at stake for her? The story has everyone pulled in because it's interesting and has us asking so many questions. So we'll have to wait it out to see the answers everyone is wondering about. Where is The Miz? What's Dexter's big plan? Will Indi eventually join him? And much more unanswered questions and possibilities. Ali had a big role as the leader of Retribution, but as everyone knows, the booking of that faction only got weaker and weaker as the time went on. After Retribution came to an end, Ali was lost in the shuffle a bit and was away from TV for a while. But in late 2021, Ali started teasing that he was working on some promos and some ideas for a new character on WWE TV. WWE unfortunately rejected this new persona and character that he was pitching. Ali would later reveal some of the promos and ideas he had for the character on Twitter. But he just recently made another new reveal about what was being planned for this scrap persona. One fan suggested that Ali should come out to the ring to Hulk Hogan's Real American theme song. Ali actually responded to the fan and said that at one point, the plan was for him to walk out to Hogan's theme song because it would actually have deep meaning and connections to the new character that he was portraying. But unfortunately, plans fell through and we didn't get to see Ali walk out to that classic theme. Ali did return to WWE television a bit there, but has gone missing again in recent weeks. Speaking of missing superstars, Lacey Evans is another star that has been missing. Lacey's return first started getting promoted a few months ago. She was telling these life stories, and it appeared that they were building empathy for her character to return as a babyface. That was all crystal clear and great. But then things got very messy very fast. Lacey came out on SmackDown to make her return. Then she was moved to Raw, and then she was moved back to SmackDown. She was a babyface at first, then she turned heel, and then she went missing after July 17th. So it was a bit of a bumpy road with her 2022 return. But why is she gone missing again? Reports claim that Lacey Evans is medically sidelined right now with an injury. So it wasn't the smoothest return for Lacey Evans. But maybe things could get a bit better for her return this time around, coming off this injury that she's reportedly dealing with. But what are your thoughts on all of today's stories with Dexter Lumis, Ali, and Lacey Evans? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.